So let's go ahead and kind of start from the top. Ben, one of the things I find fascinating about Gil-galad is he has the gift or curse of foresight, and it kind of affects how he sees everything, including how he carries himself in the now. How is it having that unique perspective on what's going around Middle Earth?
I mean, as an actor, it's really cool. For Gil-galad, I think it's excruciating. You know, when everyone's at the party, he's laying in bed staring at the ceiling, knowing that evil is just hiding in the shadows. But I think it's born of his love of Middle Earth. These are the elves that have chosen to stay. They could be, you know, sipping a Mai Tai on the beach in Valinor, but instead they've chosen to stay on this disgusting, dirty rock filled with creatures that all want to kill each other. And I think he loves them. And he accepts that peace comes at a price and requires constant vigilance.
Sure. Nazanin, Ismael, your guys, Bronwyn and Arondir's connection is evident quickly and deeply. How is it kind of like developing that on-screen rapport? Because so much is said without being said at all between you two.
Yes, it is. So easy working with this beautiful human. We not only is he easy on the eyes, but honestly, I feel very lucky. I'm just gonna keep the compliments coming. No, I mean it. Honestly, I'm being serious. We have a deep connection when it comes to just basic human values. And you know, we bonded on that, but also our characters. If you look at our characters, we both, you know, Arondir and Bronwyn both have a deep connection to nature that bonded us. We both have a curiosity for the other, bridge building, wanting to understand something that's other to us and different to us, and all of those things lended themselves to sort of this sizzle.
Yeah, we came together and shared, you know, and realized that there is a through line in our lives. We've overcome adversity. We care a lot about our peoples, and I think, you know, Arondir is a warrior that is led by love, and I think so is Bronwyn in her own right. And we, those are parallels to our lives, and as Nazanin said, there is a deep curiosity of the other, and that buzzing nascent love that makes them almost want to fuse, but you just simply cannot. And I think that wordlessness comes through.
What, Tyroe, some of the stuff that I love about like Theo's arc is it feels like a horror movie in Middle Earth. Like you kind of got this like dark little like plaything that maybe can alter the course of everything. But even before that, there's a lot of pain and resentment going on under the surface. Yeah. How is bringing that subtext into your performance?
I think it's really fun because there's so much to think about. So then it's really like, you know, rather than just creating a character, it's just like living the life of someone else. And because there's so many different things to think about and to draw from. There is an element of darkness to him or to all the people. And I think Theo has to be very careful in terms of like how that could maybe be drawn out. We'd have to see what happens. But yeah, there's a lot going on with him, I think, and I think he's just still trying to find who he is and what is important to him.
Oh, can I just say a thing about that scene? You know, one great thing about the show is the density of it, not only in Tolkien's lore, but the density of the visual vocabulary. Like when you watch it again, which people will need to and want to, you'll see in that scene when you're holding the sword, it's reflected only in one of your eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where it's like the attention to detail is it's unparalleled.
I mean, in the sets, filming in New Zealand, I mean, there's that gorgeous shot of like Bronwyn running across the hills and everything, or Arondir like on his hands and knees crawling through the tunnels. Like when you're in these beautiful, elaborate sets and in these costumes, like of course, like Gil-galad's always done up to the nines. Like how much does that help and help you find your performance?
I think it does quite a lot. And yeah. I mean, and you touched upon everything, every support system that we had as actors and artists. New Zealand created a home for us. They're people, we're all part of this amazing artisans and craftsmen and women who created with their hands everything that you see. Then the sets that they built, You know, we lived in their work, and their work inspired us to the bone marrow. So everything that you see is as much as our heart and our soul as it is the people of New Zealand.
Yeah. The Ben, I was kind of curious, you know, with Gil-galad is a character that's in the text. He's a character that we know how his story ends. How is it filling, like, if we know his coda, how is it filling all the stanzas leading up to the end of his song?
Oh, nice job.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Well, I mean, that's part of our job. Like, I come from a theater background. You can't play Hamlet knowing where it's going. That's part of the discovery of the journey, and also part of the pleasure to be surprised. You know, you learn as much as you can, and then you try and forget it as you go.
Right on. And that is my time. Guys, thanks for sitting down and talking with me. This show looks gorgeous, and it's on Prime Video this September. Yeah, y'all did a great job. You know, thanks for taking the time sitting with me today.
Thank you so much.